side note on all of it that I think is fascinating, I don't think Florida has a backup plan, like a real one.
I kind of love that.
And I don't think Ole Miss has a backup plan if Kiffin's gone. And I don't think LSU has an awesome backup plan. So now you've got 3 major SEC programs, like 3 of the most, let's say 3 of the hottest guys, not the hottest, but 3 of the best catches in the room. 3 of the 6 or 7 best catches in the room are all counting on one girl to pick them, you know?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, these 2 like really eligible bachelors have a lot to offer. Or like, I can't go to the dance. Like I got to.
Now what?
I got to go like, but because everyone else. So this is the McShay Show, presented by FanDuel, and college football Saturdays are heating up. Whether you're in for the early kick or the late night action, FanDuel lets you bet your way with the same game parlays, live betting, game props, and more. And Missouri, get excited because FanDuel is coming your way on December 1st. Download the app or head to FanDuel.com/McShay and make every Saturday count. Must be 21 and older and present in select states, or 18 and older and present in D.C., Kentucky, or Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rg-help.com. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. And it will start to trickle down there. But like Eli Drinkwitz, like, great. I guess people just view him in a higher regard than I do.
Jesus.
I know I get myself in trouble all the time, especially this late at night.
Can I say this?
Yes. I do have some stuff on it, but go.
It kind of dampens all the love and momentum that I think Kiffin's built at Ole Miss in terms of like turning his career around. And this may be, not turning his career around, but like improving his image. And I think being healthier, having a healthier image, I would say, after all the stuff that went down at Tennessee and then, with the whole thing. I thought he's really done a great job of rehabbing the image. And you'd like to think this is a business. It is what it is. He's got to do what's best for his family. And I don't blame him or criticize him at all for exploring options. He should 100% do that. This whole thing of, the families going and touring schools, I think the timing sucks. You have the number 6 team in the country, and you want these kids to realize it's a business. That the NIL has changed things, and you got to realize, and you hope they're all mature enough to handle it that way. But the timing of it sucks that you have the number 6 team in the country at a school that has historically not competed for championships and has a real chance to make a run here. And we're waiting to find out whether or not the guy who's coaching that team is going to be coaching that team next year. And that
on Monday, I thought he was going back to Ole Miss. On Monday, I thought he was going back to Ole Miss. I no longer think that's the case. I think he will be the next head coach at LSU. I do want to say this, though, and I want to just hear me when I say this. I don't think he's made a decision.
No.
I want you to really hear that. I don't think Lane has actually made a final decision. I think he is, unfortunately, it's public, and unfortunately, it's Lane, and he kind of can't help himself with some things. And I know family matters more to him now than it ever has in his life. His wellness and the things he's done to get to where he is, not only to be the best version of himself. And I speak honestly, I speak on this subject because I've had to go through some things and get to where I am. And
it'd be fair to say you can relate.
And
right?
With my new family and the people and I can absolutely relate. What a little bit of a difference between me and Lane is, I think Lane views things a little bit different than me. but has the same new appreciation for life and family and the people around him, and building this wall up around of, these are the ones that are in, and these are the ones that it's okay. But I can have a lot of fun because I know who I am. I know what I am. I'm actually who I've always been, but I now know who I am, and I'm free to be as crazy or stupid or funny or not funny or whatever I want to be, because I'm good. Because I don't care about the money, and Lane truly doesn't care about the money. I don't care about any of the fame. This episode is brought to you by Duluth Trading Company. The holiday season's not just about R&R. It's about getting things done. That's why Duluth's long-lasting, durable gear makes for the best gifts for the doer on your list. Imagine hanging light displays with ease thanks to free swinging flannels, exclusive reach gussets, fire hose work pants so tough Santa swears by them for nonstop chimney travel, and buck naked underwear that treats your sugar plums with care. This year, gift the right stuff to build, create, and do. Shop online and in stores today at Duluth Trading Company. You and I will have offers to take this show and go do things for bigger broadcast. Like, it's not like we're going to do what's best for you and for your family and for me and for my family. And it's real easy when you have that clarity as a human being to insulate and decide. But part of that family and part of what he's giving back out is the love that he has for his players. And so when he has some kind of awkward interviews and it looks like he's like, I sat in Nick Saban's office with Mike Godfrey once before he was taking that Miami Dolphins. And I saw how uncomfortable Nick was, and I didn't know Nick back then. I saw his toe tapping incessantly, trying to kind of avoid questions because he knew what he was doing, but he didn't want anyone. And so everything in like his desk is shaking and all that. And I'm like, this guy, he's going. The rumors, he's going. Like he can't physically hold in what's going on mentally, right?
Yeah.
And I think with Lane, what we're seeing is he wants so desperately, and this is the part that I hope people appreciate, for all the shenanigans and the antics and the tweets and the posts and all that stuff. He wants so desperately for this time to be about the players. And so when he's looking, you know, like you should watch him on like McAfee, bring in the running back, and it's almost like he's doing this magic show to like not really answer the question that everyone wants to ask.
Right.
And he's eluding it because it's not because he knows what he's doing. I think he has all the information. I think his agent has been running this thing, and I think his family is checking things out because it's very important to him that no matter what the decision is at the end of the day, because when you're at that level, people report back to you. So my agent has got to come in with the financial package. And part of the financial package that's bigger than it's ever been before is, what is my allotment? Who's making the decisions? Who's helping me? And he's got a guy, I can't remember his guy. He's got a guy that was at CAA and with Under Armour. I forget his name, and I apologize for it right now. That has been so integral in getting the players there. They've started like almost, you know, like we talk about Nagy with Oklahoma. Like it's his guy who kind of handles the money and how we're going to, you know, manage this whole thing. And so what does that all look like if it is at Florida, if it is at LSU? And honey, my wife, who was my ex-wife and now is my wife, like, but family is now the most important thing to me in the world, and my kids are part of this. And he messaged me a clip from his son doing he was in high school, cool. And Knox is doing it with another one of the coach's sons, and they're doing a podcast, and he's just proud of it all. Like I got Tate coming in and doing 152 or 156 days till the NFL draft.
Loved
you get to a point you just don't care about what the perception is, what it's supposed to look like, all of that. You just care about the things you care about, and the things you care about are actually, for the first time in your life, the things that matter. So Lane's trying desperately to make this special time in these young men's lives the most special thing it can be. And so he's having his family and people that matter to him, go out and ask the questions that need to be asked and handle all these things so that a decision can be made. But he's giving his players the respect in this program and everyone involved in it, the respect of, we've got a game plan. We've got the Egg Bowl. These players are what matter. They've given me everything. I'm going to give them everything back. Now, what I can't tell you is what he and his children and his wife and what, like,
right,
those conversations. But I truly believe that he is not going to allow a final decision to be made until he has given these players everything that he has. So yeah, there might be pillow talk, or hey, Dad, I love this play, or hey, this is the financial okay, hold on to all of it. I've got to do this with my guys, and then when we're done with that, then we know what it looks like. We know if there's an SEC. I don't think there's going to be an SEC championship game, but we know where everything will be settled after the Egg Bowl. And that's why he can give a promise to the people at Ole Miss. We can talk about it then. It is dragging on. I have been on McAfee a couple of times. I'm going on all these national shows. It's starting to get a little awkward. There are reports about the planes flying here and there. It's just not, it's not good externally. But I promise you, internally, I'm doing what you're paying me to do. And that's to be the head man here. So,
and him and his family have every right. They've earned that right to explore all these options.
And he also has the right. He has the right as the most coveted man in football. He has the right because he's earned the right by getting his life back in order, by committing everything he has to this and to his, to making sure he's the best version of himself so that every single player that walks through his office and through his locker rooms gets the best version of him. And we're seeing it. I told you in week 4 or 5, this is the best version of Lane I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
From a coaching perspective, from a leadership perspective, from a confidence, self-awareness, and from an X's and O's and the ways he's transforming that offense from from the West Coast at USC to the FAU stuff, to the zone reads, to the high tempo, to the slow it down, thoughtful tempo. Jackson Dart, he's learning. Let's go a little more pro concepts with the West Coast and mix it into what we're doing. Oh, Jackson's gone. Trinidad Chambliss, Division II, come on in. Let's integrate a lot of this different stuff. We're not going to be as complex passing game, but we're not going to be as crazy. And you can only do that kind of stuff at the highest level if you have got everything together in your life. And he's finally got that. So I don't think he's made his final decision. I think deep down he knows what he's doing. But I don't think he's given it, if people think he's given it 10% of thought, I think he's probably given it 2. But I think everyone in his life that matters, just like I would have everyone in my life that matters, including you and your wife and your children, if we were to make a decision like this to go whatever, I'd have Iris and the kid and Marissa and everyone would go out and figure out, okay, what are the options? Look at it. What are we comfortable, what not? And then let's talk about it, but it ain't going to be this week. I think that's where we are.
Good. That makes me feel better about the situation, to be honest. And it is interesting to get your perspective. But again,
I do think it's going to be LSU. And that's more. But
at the end of the day,
I'm trying to give people insight into what's really going on. Okay.
And it's going to be Lenore Sellers, right? Because Jeremy Godden said.
I didn't.
You're not going there.
Yeah. Must be 21 plus and present in select states. For Kansas, in affiliation with Kansas Star Casino, or 18 plus and present in D.C., Kentucky, or Wyoming. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rg-help.com. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 1-800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts, or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York.